It turns out that the most exciting part about going to see this film is watching a preview before the previews. It was an ad for The Mandalorian, which I've already watched and really enjoyed. So Cats is directed by Tom Hooper, and it stars a lot of people, which I will just put their names or the pictures on screen. While I have never seen the original Cats stage play, nor have I seen a recording of said stage play, the premise, I suppose, of the stage play is about cats singing to introduce other cats. Then an older cat called Old Deuteronomy chooses one cat to basically be reborn in a special place. That's it. That's the plot, and I say that word loosely. So, if this is correct, then I would say that the movie is very faithful to the stage play. A majority of the film... I'm okay. A majority of the film is just a bunch of cats singing and dancing to introduce cats who generally have no significant role beyond their specific and designated musical number. As far as the plot of the movie, I mean, for the most part, we are following along with one specific cat called Victoria, I believe. I don't remember most of these cat names, but anywho's, that one's relatively normal sounding, so that one it's up there. Anyways, so we follow her. We watch her come to get to know and understand who the Jellicle cats are. By the way, this entire film, it takes place in the span of one night. And as a couple side things as well, the look of the film is quite dirty and dark. Yes, I get that it takes place at night, but why was so much of the film so dreary looking? There's magic exists in this with cats who are just, they're conceptually, I guess, our very own house cats and street cats in general. And I guess we get a peek inside to just how complex their life and world is. They have 3 names. Cats have 3 names, by the way. Are you still following along? If not, that's okay, because that's pretty much how I felt the entire time while watching this movie. I genuinely had to remind myself to focus on the moving picture in front of me because my attention was kind of drifting. Suffice it to say, I felt rather detached while watching this entire film. I think a big thing that contributed to this, well, there's a lot of factors in this. One of them, I suppose, is I never felt like I had the opportunity to connect with any of the characters, even the characters who had the most screen time, and so none of the relationships that are in the film, they never felt particularly earned, I guess. Not completely. And I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be moved by one of the cats, a sad cat who is sad. No idea why. We just learned that it's a sad cat with an unfortunate history. Okay? And I do want to, I guess at this moment, I gotta toss in some good things, and that is all of the actors involved. They were committed to this. I think that they were like genuinely having just a grand old time filming and making this. I think that shows. So massive kudos to all of you for that. However, some of the actors felt like they were in one movie, while some of the other actors felt like they were in a completely other movie. And I don't know, some of the scragglers were in a movie that was somewhere in the middle. It kind of culminated to create a very inconsistent tone of the film. But still, those actors, they committed. Good for them. Oh gosh. So speaking of the tone of the film, I don't know. I think it was a combination of the script, the directing, the editing, just it came together as this kind of indescribable mess. Not only was the tone inconsistent and jumbled, but so was the pacing of the film. So many important elements they were not being executed in a manner in which it ever made me feel invested with what was going on. And I probably need to circle back around to talking about the plot. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of easy to abandon something like that when there was hardly a plot in the first place. But anyways, so I don't think this could be considered spoilery, but we'll go with this as vaguely spoilery. I'm not really sure. So once a year, on one very special night, Dame Judi Dench picks one jellicle cat to be the chosen one to go off into some, I don't know, distant land, something else, something far beyond, to be reborn into a cat that they've always wanted to be. So essentially die. Yeah, and she does that. She chooses one, despite some general shenanigans that take place that can be solved through singing, dancing, and belief. Yeah. I think the only other things of consequence is the fact that the scaling of the cats throughout the film was inconsistent. I really need to figure out a different synonym for that, but anywho's, it's fine. So sometimes they would appear like a cat appropriate size, and sometimes they would seem to be like the size of a small child. Sometimes they came across as being like the size of mice. I don't know. That was all over the place. And the look of the film, particularly in terms of the CGI, it looked like it was 75 to 80% complete. Even so, I think if it was 100% complete, the look of the cats would be no less disturbing. Yeah, so to conclude, I think I want to echo some of my favorite critics, Dan and Roth from Fandom Entertainment. If you have money to spare a little bit, just some extra cash, sure, go ahead and see this film. It is incredibly unique from anything that I think I've ever seen on the big screen, but go see it with a group of friends. However, if you don't have really any money to spare, don't go see this film. Skip it. It's be a hard pass, okay? Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this film is going to do financially, obviously. I feel like it can go either kind of two major ways. It's either gonna flop or it's gonna make a lot of money. And really, either outcome, I don't think I'd be surprised by either one. So, if you've seen the film, let me know in the comments below if you are just as perplexed as I am. I don't know. It's a mess, y'all. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you all very much for watching this. I hope you are having a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Yeah, okay.